1 week down in the Great League. Welcome back to our weekly rundown. I will be starting just a singular episode every single week of the rundown. Keep it nice and quick. Pretty much just talking to you guys about what the sleeper gives us in the report quickly, and then go over the records. We will have some guests coming up here, talking about the upcoming slate and a little bit about the previous week. But just a quick little rundown today. Liam, assistant to the head of content. We still need to be in touch. We're trying to make this as non-humanly made as possible. So we're going to have some AI things coming up. But obviously I am a moron when it comes to that stuff. But let's get into the weekly rundown. Hopefully you like that little intro song. Tried really hard with it. Just kidding. Just typed a couple buttons. But yeah, so getting into no surprise. I mean, no surprise at all. One of the best drafts of the league. Myself, Intifada, knocks out Wilberding, 149 to 141. I moved to 1-0. Wilberding put up a valiant effort. Did make some great waiver claims. I know he has a very busy work week. I just saw that young man this weekend. Very busy work week. Despite all the meetings and all the travel, he still got to pick up Mason off of the waivers to start him in replace of McCaffrey, who was out. So very smart on his end. I respect it. He's here to win it all, even though his team may be pretty poor. So he almost came back. I think Mason had like 27 points. Moody had like 26 points. So between those two, it was like 50-some points. But highest score of the week was myself. Valiant effort by Nick. I don't know if he's going to get that lucky. I think it kind of proves that McCaffrey is not that good. It's just that the Niners' offense is unreal. Their offensive line is the best in the league. They have so many weapons that just about anyone can run the offense well. So I think, he's a great pickup. You'll have him and McCaffrey all season. I heard potential rumors that McCaffrey's going to be out week 2 as well. But yeah, I think you'll be just fine with Mason. Moving on to the best draft, possibly the best team, which we all knew this was coming in, was Cam, winning this one against Johnny, 144 to 119. From the highest score of myself to the lowest score of Johnny, we will have a shotgun this week from JC. Tall boy shotgun, I believe. I don't wish that upon anyone, but 119 was the lowest score. Barely lost to our next guy we're going to talk to here, but good win by Cam. I mean, he's a scary team. We all knew that was coming. Very scary team from Cameron. Moving on to another solid game matchup, we had Island Boy, Cannon, and Matt. Matt had a sneaky good draft, but so did Cannon. So I was interested to see how this matchup was going to do. I knew there was a little banter from these two back and forth, which is very uncommon. I haven't heard Cannon's voice text in a while. Matt's pretty active in there, but did not expect these two to get a little chippy, and they did. So Matt kind of gave it to him, winning this one by 24 points. Again, I was a little surprised by Adrian's draft grades. I didn't realize his draft was from what the grades were that good. But turns out he still is going to have some struggles there. Losing by 24. Matt, very solid team, second highest score of the week. Very nervous about our previous runner-up in Richter. And then finally, the last game, the closest game of the weekend, Turd, Ferg, and the Mayor, Week 3 tanker here. The tanker, we're at the top here with Cam and Liam. Pre-Week 1, we're going to be the two best teams. Week 3 tanker had his struggles this week. Did keep it close. I know Turd Ferg had a pretty big comeback from what I'm remembering. Not the best performance by Liam here. Solid win from Alex. I think those are going to be hard to come by, so it's nice for him to start the fantasy league with a win. Moving over to the quick rundown. Again, I kind of mentioned a lot of this stuff. Best manager, myself, highest score, 149. 97 of my potential points. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Worst manager, we had Alex at 72% of his possible lineup. We'll talk about Alex here moving on. I'm also scared of his team. I think he has added some insane depth. So I think he has a lot of depth on his team. Biggest blowout was Cam over John. Talked about that. Closest game was Alex and Nick. We talked about that. Lowest scorer, Johnny. Overachiever, Nick. outreached his projection by 9%. Again, two great final two guys with Mason and Moody scoring 50 some points to make me sweat my balls off. But overachiever goes to Nick. Below expectations, John with the lowest score, obviously. QB of the week. Now, just hear a couple of these names for players of the week and what team they are on. QB of the week, Josh Allen on Liam. Saquon went unreal for Matt. Cam with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's going to be a problem if Puka is out. Tight end of the week. I don't know how. Is that the best tight end with 7.5? I don't think that's right. I think there's. I feel like likely. I guess started the best tight end. I guess tight end sucked this week. Kicker was Nick. Defense was myself. And just listen to. I know I talked about Alex's depth. Listen to a couple of these depth players and what team they're on. Quarterback, bench warmer, Jaden Daniels. Who owns him? Alex. Tight end bench warmer, Brock Bowers. Who owns him? Alex. Wide receiver, bench warmer, Jaden Reed. Who owns him? Alex. And then running back bench warmer is Ramondre on Liam's. But the three best bench players are all on Alex's team. So that's why I talked about his depth. I think he has a lot of depth. I think he has a lot of difficult choices to make in the upcoming weeks of who to start and who to bench. But that's a good problem to have. And he got the week 1 win as well with these studs on his bench. It's kind of a scary thought to think about. But yeah, looking forward to this next week. Hopefully you guys had a good week 1, good weekend, good betting weekend as well. I know me, Nick, and Cam had a wonderful weekend together in the beautiful town of Philly, the Windy City. Drank a couple beers, a couple too many. But we had a good week. Good luck in this upcoming week. I haven't even looked at matchups. That's gonna be an upcoming video. But enjoy it. Shout out myself, highest score. Shout out John. Look forward to the shotgun. Alex, I like what you have done with your team. Liam, a little below expectations. Cam's gonna be a problem. Adrian, nothing to worry about. Nick is gritty. Gritty Nick. Johnny, I have confidence you can bounce back, but not that much. But that's all I got, boys. Good luck, good scores, Godspeed. We'll see you on the later episode this week.
Great League Rundown, we break it down. Fantasy showdown in this town. Trades and strategies, fantasy royalty. Listen to the breakdown, best in the showdown, best in the showdown, best in the showdown.